For the past 5 years, we've been following the lives of independent Gothic artists in Salt Lake City whose contributions have made an impact on their community. These are not only individuals who are proud of their culture, but they also have a strong connection and underground network with other Gothic performing artists in their town. These are their lives. These are their stories.
The way I got involved in the Gothic scene was I had friends that were into it. They were coming to me at my place. They didn't really have anywhere to go, and it was the same old thing, and they were tired of it. So I was considering having a Gothic night at my place, Easy Street. What I like about it, the people that are into it they're really into the music. They're passionate about their style. A lot of their music is like a nostalgic throwback to the 80s. A lot of good music came out of the 80s. Able to take the best of that era and combine it with the newer music that's out there that just didn't have back then. It creates such an interesting, unique style. People associate things with your appearance so much. It's an automatic assumption. People will look at you and they will, they'll drop you in a category real quick.
A lot of places like Berlin, they've got these empty warehouses from World War II still, And you know what happens when you go inside?
Sectors of the city.
You walk in these places and you've got artists living in these blown-up buildings.
They have
they have nothing else to do.
They have advertised on the outside of the building. I am a squatter. I am living in this.
It's seriously beautiful because these old things that the government can't use and these corporations can't use, you've got starving people making homes in them.
I've been involved in the goth and industrial scenes for a long time, so I had a natural connection with most of them. Having the 18-year-old section is great because it gives people a chance to get into the scene a little bit earlier than they normally would, where they're still curious about things and they'll have the chance to hear new music. Plus, it provides a place for those people to go. If we're one of the only clubs that has 18 and over.
However, some skeptics and independent artists in Salt Lake City tend to disagree with Area 51's style of entertainment.
Yeah, Area 51 was the only place in town that people could go to. It's pretty much been the only place that's stuck around for a decade at least, and it looks exactly the same as the day it opened. The same old. They call it the Area 51 soundtrack. If you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. If they want new experience, life is about experiencing new things.
When you have several thousand people a week coming through your establishment, and it's hot and people are drinking and having a fun time, you're going to have some problems. Interestingly enough, it's actually the Gothic and industrial people, they rarely ever have caused problems. I mean, not in 10 years. It's always the other crowds. The rule of thumb is the freakier somebody looks, the less likely they are to actually cause a problem here, which you think would be the opposite.
The entertainment industry in this town is run by businessmen. It's not run by entertainers. Area 51, for example, and it becomes about selling alcohol. People get sick of that. I mean, it's not an experience. You do that once or twice, and you want something new. When you're having a good time from your experience, you want to be aware of what's going on. Yeah, when the fire marshal came into my place, she was legitimately, concerned for fire safety. Yeah, the other fire marshal, when I saw that, I was being associated with probably things that he'd experienced. He'd never met me. He'd never been to my place. He didn't know what I was about or what I was doing. To say that I was motivated by money at the expense of safety, I'd like to show that guy my bank account right now. If I'm motivated by money, where is it? I don't have a dime to my name. This one fire in Rhode Island that happened 6 years ago, and it's the only one everyone's ever heard of. Yeah, it was this band that just showed up, didn't even tell anyone, and they were lighting off fireworks inside this club. 100 people died. I felt like I'd inspired a lot of people. I made people believe in something good again. And to have it go away, it was very personal. People had given up on community. They'd given up on being able to express themselves. A lot of good people. They were tired of being ostracized and treated like they don't belong. Easy Street made people comfortable in an environment where they could be unique.
Salt Lake City, home to several people who make a difference with their artistic passions meant to impact mankind while under the ridicule of others in life.